Oh,
Oh.
he's
There we
recording.
go.
Nobody can hear him.
Yeah, still can't hear him. Hey, Nitzilla. You put the knit in Nitzilla, this guy. I hope he can hear us.
Oh, no one can hear Nidzilla, so good evening.
What a knit.
And
Welcome
now
to
we
the
lost
Anything
Johnson.
Goes show, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, are we going now?
Oh,
We're
here he's
going.
back.
We're
Okay.
good.
All right.
There we,
I'm not editing any of that, by the way.
It's classic. That's why you can't edit that out.
So there's Piper with her ball crash. Isn't she adorable?
I see her every day. She's right here begging for her ball to be thrown yet again.
All she wants to do is play with that ball, huh?
That's it.
So, if only I could find myself a woman that likes to give blowjobs as much as Piper likes that ball.
Only you can find yourself a woman.
Believe it or not, if you found a woman with the same energy that Piper has,
You wouldn't have it.
old. Anything.
Oh
would
no,
get old.
I absolutely need a woman with training wheels first, but maybe it's like everything else. You can build up to it. All right, Brandon, hit
Well,
our feed.
you had one before, though. Anything goes.
There you
But-
go.
Yeah, we love
Welcome
it.
to-
But you
What are
had
we
one.
calling this now? Welcome to the Anything Goes show. I'm
There
Nitzilla.
you
This
go.
is Crash, Brandon, Ricky, and Johnson. And today we're discussing many, many things, including inmates running the asylum. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Tired.
Yeah, I'm tired
Doing
too.
Yeah, definitely
I've
tired.
had a
but
really busy week, and I was telling.
Not tired.
a little bit.
Friend died though.
No,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
I heard about that.
yeah, we heard about that. We're sorry. It was
Anybody I
a
know?
tragic accident.
No, you didn't know the person. No, you didn't know him.
Did I? May I have known him,
You know his brother Bruce.
Bruce?
Bruce
Saw the
Russell.
name. I don't
Okay,
know.
moving
It's
on.
ringing a- But
So-
cheers and a drink to Johnson's friend.
Today we're discussing. Sorry,
Oh God,
we're all really
you have a
sorry.
Sasquatch back there. I mean, literally, that's a Sasquatch. He looks like Harry and the Henderson.
Inmates running the asylum. Ricky's title suggestion for the topic suggestion for the day. And Ricky suggested NBA inmates running the asylum. And he specifically mentioned LeBron. So Ricky, take it away.
I really don't got anything to say except the fact that it seems like in the NBA and all sports that it seems like the players are running the teams more than the coaches do.
Okay. So what's up with that? Why do they have all this power? Why are they getting all this power?
I'm thinking it's because the coaches are want to bend to their will, and they're probably like doing it like, oh, if you don't do this, we'll go to another team or something like that.
Well, LeBron's done it several times. He did it in Miami, and then he went back to Cleveland to win a championship for Cleveland. And he basically did it with, 11 loaves of bread. I don't want to denigrate the people around him, but they were not superstars by any means. And then he went to Los Angeles and he said to the powers that be in Los Angeles, get me Russell, get me this guy, get me that guy. And they didn't even make the playoffs. So,
Maybe that's because LeBron himself is not a good player.
oh no, LeBron's one of the best.
Oh, he's one of the best. I
Yeah.
don't like him, but he's one of the best ever. He's amazing.
Now, Johnson and I have had the discussion of Jordan 1 and LeBron 1A.
Really?
I put
I don't have him that high, but
No,
not on my list. But
he might be fourth. I'd say fourth or fifth. You got Jordan. You got Larry Bird or Kobe.
yeah, I got him in my
Interchangeable.
top 10. I don't have him. I think I have him fifth.
He'd be a fourth or fifth, I would think. I mean, you got to look at Magic Johnson. I would think that again, though. To be fair with LeBron, and I don't like LeBron as a player necessarily. I think he's extremely talented, gifted, once in a lifetime athlete. I respect him. Although that picture does look like Harry and the Hendersons a little bit, but hey, he does. Like I'd look like Harry like that too.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna chime in if I could, because I don't really watch the basketball here too often. I do respect the athleticism, but what the fuck are you doing, man?
what's going on here?
He looks like Harry and the Hendersons too. Then there's Ricky, who's like a real life Sasquatch. I mean, look at the guy.
Chris, did you finish your point? I'm not sure.
Here we go. I see. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Here, this is my problem. This is my problem.
He doesn't even get touched.
And it's constant.
Yeah.
There is a lot of
It's
background.
constant. Here we go. Oh my. I'm a
Oh
soccer
my, I
player.
just got hit by a Scud missile.
Oh,
Fair use laws.
someone
Well,
shoot the goal because I'm a soccer player and I'm not playing basketball. Yeah.
wow, that's pretty good acting. He's going WWE.
This is why I cannot. I don't care how talented you are. Oh. Yeah. So, how long is this? Thing's 5 minutes. We can talk over it, but it's like
I mean,
it's
did Jordan? Did Michael Jordan ever flop? Ever once?
No,
Can you remember
not
Jordan
that I've
flopping?
ever heard of.
But I
Larry
haven't heard-
Bird. Did
Well-
he ever flop?
There's no law that says we have to play the whole 5 minutes.
No, but we can talk with it in the background. It's fine.
But Jordan didn't,
Eh.
because Jordan didn't need the flop to get calls.
No, I mean, look at
Just
Kobe.
got calls. And Kobe too.
Yeah, they didn't flop. Like, look, like this guy is a giant. First off, he is a physical specimen.
He is.
Literally, they're
6'9",
saying like
275.
absolutely chiseled, not an ounce of fat on him.
No, okay,
Specimen.
well, you're all turned on by him. We understand, but I have no respect for someone.
And
that-
look at that. Look at that. Look
if
at
you're
that.
gonna play a professional sport like this, and I don't even care if you're making $1 or $10 million, like play the game, have some sportsmanship. This guy is ridiculous. He's supposed to be the best, right now or whatever.
So
Then why do you need to do this? Why can't you just go on your own merits? It's absolutely ridiculous.
can I tell you what he reminds me of? Todd, would
Guy
you
fucking raised
find
his ankle needs to be helped off the court.
Giant Gonzalez selling against the Undertaker, please? Can you find that clip? Because that is
Yeah,
what it looks like
I'll
with all
see
the
if I can
flopping
find it,
and stuff.
sure.
I mean,
Yep.
he's like Giant Gonzalez with the flopping.
Um,
When
yeah,
you see
guys,
this,
talk amongst yourselves.
Oh,
It's
there
hard
we
for
go.
me to do the keyboard here with the mic set up the way it is. I'll have to change all of that.
Can you guys still see it? Let me know when you're ready. I'll
No,
stop.
I thought it was off now.
Yeah, you don't want to play it too
Ah.
long.
I know.
Yeah,
That's why I
that's
said we'll
LeBron
talk
is
over it.
watching you, Todd.
I mean, it is funny as hell, though. Don't get me wrong. That was pretty
I
good.
don't understand. It's
But
like,
it's sad
LeBron is
when he's
watching you. LeBron is watching us all.
Yeah, Lars Ulrich will probably call us and say, hey, playing our music in the background. So
So what are we
Yep.
looking for? I've got the
Giant Gonzalez versus Undertaker at WrestleMania.
yeah, I got the clip. Well, I'll play.
All right,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Are
Yeah.
you going to play a wrestling clip that has
Yes.
flopping in it? Because isn't that really what wrestling is?
Yeah, well, look at
It's
how
pretty
good
much
my memory is.
telling-
First off, that it's the exact same motions. I think LeBron for a future episode.
Remember that guy?
No, I don't remember that guy.
Wow,
You don't remember him? That's what I visualized when I just watched that clip.
It might be a thing
that's funny.
for when you have kids.
that dude reminds me of Brennan when he was younger.
You don't remember this guy? I don't remember his name. What was his name? I don't know.
I don't know, but you found it.
It says
Yeah.
Jason
Body-
Moore there on the right of the screen. I don't know if that's the guy or not.
Here we go. Yeah, that guy was like famous or something. I had to put 1970s bodysuit, and that's what came up.
Look at Abe Lincoln next to James Bond with John Travolta in the middle. That's a good one.
Slim Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Look at
I mean, the
look
guy.
at him.
Yeah, Slim's right. The guy's like skinnier than Johnson. Look at that.
He was, yeah, because that was a little after my time of watching Captain Kangaroo, but I certainly put in plenty of my time watching Captain Kangaroo and back in the day.
We used to watch that in school. Like they'd make us watch shit like that. Of course, that was back in the day when, you could say penis and people would giggle. Now it's like
Don't say that. Don't say that, Crash.
big floppy donkey dick. And there you're like, yeah, Ricky enjoyed it.
Ricky loves it.
Donkey dick.
So one segment that I said is we're going to start doing my daily Wordle on the show.
You're gonna have people on the edge of your seat, man.
I'm actually,
They,
I just popped. Yeah,
I'm sporting a chub, man. Come on, let's get
I
some
literally
Wordle in
need,
here.
I need, Todd, you owe me a pair of
You got me
shorts.
sweating over here, man. I'm sweating. This is the intent.
Well, you can't be teasing with something like this and then
No, it's just getting
Here we go, here we go.
to the share the
Wow.
screen. So
Wow.
Ricky,
Terrible.
if you guys don't mind, I'm adjusting my mic here. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to give Ricky the honor of picking the starting word each time. So Ricky, give me a 5-letter word.
cat.
Bitch.
I guess that's, I mean, it is a female dog and stuff, right?
How about which, Todd? Which?
No, it's
All right,
no, it's Ricky. It's
Ricky
Ricky.
said bitch. Oh,
funny.
that's an unintended side effect. Gee, I don't know if I can even do this. Okay.
It's good.
All right. So give me a 5-letter word that does not have T in the, that has a T, but not in the middle.
All right, wait a minute. What's it?
Twine. Twine. TWINE.
Can't have an I. It can't have any of these letters, by the way.
Okay.
I don't know how to get rid of this stupid, hide video panel, show video panel.
Tamed.
What is it?
Tamed.
I still don't know what you're saying. Spell it.
Tamed.
It has to have a T.
Yeah.
AMED.
TAMED.
Okay. I thought you were saying something else.
Ricky, you need a microphone.
We're going to work on the technological issues for the next,
What in the
Future
hell is it?
episodes.
I've actually never seen Wordle before, so this is interesting.
Well, explain it then.
the green letter means that the final word has an E in this very spot. The yellow letters
Okay.
mean that the T and an A are in the word, but they're not
But
in.
not in that spot.
And also we know the T is not in this spot. So we
Okay.
need a word with, that follows all of those rules, which sometimes it's not easy to get to after a while. And you're right, this is not a tremendously entertaining thing.
We're gonna have -2 viewers, my guess.
Well, we'll get-
YouTube-
Hold on just a minute.
YouTube is gonna unfollow us.
We still get the
Alright.
clicks.
Steel. I was gonna do steel, but that's not gonna work. It's too
Steel
easy.
works. No, it
What?
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No.
Steel?
Steel, STEL, yeah, that works. Because there
No,
can be
yeah.
multiple letters.
Yeah.
Oh, guess must
Um,
contain an A.
Has to have an A.
Yes,
Can't be
Oh,
there.
Yeah,
stare?
this
Yes.
is a word. This is a word.
No,
Fourth
it
letter
isn't.
must be E.
Stare. No, stare doesn't work.
Yeah, it does.
No, the E
How?
has to be-
STAR. It's
it
gonna
has
be
to
an
be
E.
in the fourth
All right, let's
spot
see.
here.
Agree. Oh, that has to have a T, right?
Yeah,
S
2 T's or 1 T?
it can have two T. Well, it can have two T's.
It has at least one T.
It has at least one. That's the tricky part.
Not needed.
How about alter? Alter.
keep it-
Alter. No, alter doesn't work because the T is in the wrong place.
I think we go ST
Mm-hmm.
EAM. No, steam. No. Damn.
You see how
Or T could be at the end.
a T could be at the end.
How about sepia?
It doesn't have a T.
I know, but at least it'll give us more letters.
Oh, I don't know if I'm on hard mode. Technically, if you're on hard mode, you can't do this, but I don't think I put it on. Oh no, fourth letter must be E.
Oh. Well, yeah, this is entertaining. I bet you Tanya could get this.
I always stall out like this. Sometimes I come back to the thing 12 hours later. Yeah, this is not a tremendously.
So you have to have an A, so you can't put steel because you have to have an A in there.
Mhm.
Well, it won't be the
And
right
there has to
one.
be a T, and there has to be the fourth letter has to be E.
Okay.
That's a hard one, yeah.
It's gonna be something so easy,
Ricky left. Ricky's like, I'm done with this shit.
like muffins.
ET, and then let's build off. Put E and then T after it, and then
T, okay. Wheat, no.
Oh, here's a word we could try, I think.
No, because you put the
Okay.
A in the same place.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, but at least we got another letter now. We know
All right, I
what-
think it's ST. I'm thinking ST for some reason, but that's weird.
No, it can't be ST. There's literally nothing.
I can't think of anything that would go with that, though. The A would have to be
Yeah.
here or here, the third or fifth spot. At least we know that David will like this segment, even if nobody else does.
Well, thank
That's
God we have
good.
David liking it.
Thank God.
We have to finish this now.
Well, we have to keep our largest investor happy.
Yes, but we have to finish this freaking world.
We haven't put an R in yet. I like an R somewhere. Trees, trays.
That's what I was thinking was true.
No, it can't be. The S isn't.
Tamer, no, Taylor, Taker. That wouldn't that be hilarious?
It won't be
That's
good
what
as
I'm
an
thinking.
S.
S.
Saker,
Takes.
takes. Nope, because we know the S can't be.
Okay.
That was
Wow.
Steak? How about steak?
Yeah, it's true.
How about steak?
It doesn't stick to them
It
an
doesn't
E
have
after
the
this.
E where we.
No.
It doesn't
There's
have
no
a K either. Okay.
Either.
Neither? Either? No, that won't work. Oh,
How about
maybe.
street?
Tell.
There's an A. You need an A.
Tell.
No.
Intel.
Oh,
Tell.
how about steak? STAKE. No,
Street's a
you
good one.
What do you put? What? By the way, why do we have to look at LeBron and this stupid smiling face this whole time?
He's gonna flop on this, like we're gonna flop on this Wordle.
Dude, I don't know.
How's that?
T could be at the end.
T can be at the end. There can be multiple letters too. So like sheet. No,
Going on,
There's no H.
living the dream.
there is no H. See, I can't see the bottom letters here. Can you guys see these bottom letters?
Yeah, but the top row says bitch. And
Guys,
H is-
we have four of the letters. So let's just
Yeah, you'd think it'd be easy, wouldn't you? That's how they get you.
A.
Gates. No, it can't be. It can't.
it's got to be the T's got to be last. Listen, the T's
Agate.
got to be last.
Agate. No, it can't be agate.
No, it can't be. It's got to be.
Has to be last, right?
The T
If it's not in any of those first three,
It has to be last. It's got to be
not
the
an
T last.
E, so it has
It's
to be
got to
last.
start with. It's got to start with the SSC either be the first or the second.
All right,
letter.
so it's ET. No, it has to be ET.
Has to be ET.
It has to be.
Otherwise, it would
Well,
have
it would
went
have to
in
be
green in
A-
any of those
Either
first
AET or
areas,
A
and it's
blank.
not the fourth one.
It would have to be.
So
A
Todd,
blank.
why don't you do this, Todd? Why don't you put the
Waste.
E and the T at the end?
Waste. I got it. No, it can't be waste. God darn it. Oh,
It could be WAS. No.
can't be. The A can't be there. We've put that
No.
A there 3 times and it was never right.
So the E has to be either first or third.
No, the E's fourth,
We know
Yeah,
the
the-
E's fourth,
I mean, the A has to be first or third,
right?
first or
and
third.
the T has to be fourth or
But
last.
A never comes before E though, does it?
There's words, but I don't think they apply here. There's like
Few.
stuff like that.
Piper, give me the damn ball then.
Piper and that ball.
I think it's asset, ASSET.
Okay, that could work. ASS.
That looks good.
Yeah, that looks good.
That looks good. We got it.
Yay!
Yeah.
Good Johnson, good job. The double S threw me there, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the double letters do throw you. How about we throw it to the game then, since Johnson's the hero of the segment? Let me stop share here. Figure this out.
That could have been
Johnson.
dangerous.
Johnson has a game for us.
Could have been dangerous.
I do. If you have pen and paper,
I do. Do I also need wine?
you can have wine if you wish.
I think I do. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go get my bottle of wine.
So yeah, my brain is shot today, and the last word I ever wanted to see was asset. So thanks for giving me like. Although we had a good day, made a hell of a lot of money today for clients. So that's good. Hopefully for myself. Hopefully I made a shiny nickel.
Before we start the game, I wanted to regale you guys with tales from my weekend.
Right out the
You're
bottle.
right.
Right from the
Jeez.
bottle.
That's gangster right there.
I can't be bothered with a glass right now.
It's already in a glass, Christ's
Well, guys,
sakes.
this is great.
Oh, and
I just I just went to
In case
check
you
my
didn't notice the
401k and it
twist off
disappeared.
top too, by the way. I don't even bother.
Oh,
with it. I don't even
Only
bother.
the finest wines have twist off tops, by the way.
It's
No,
not a
only the
bad.
finest wines come in boxes.
That's not the
I
finest,
had,
finest wine in the world, but it actually is quite good for the money. I'm pleased. That's the first time I've tasted.
I have a pretty cool wine story after I went to Texas. So after we're done, I can tell you about my trip to Texas.
Texas is a little bit of a slippery slope right now.
Yeah.
Texas is a monstrous state, and I went to a wine country. It was unreal.
Not at all what I was talking about.
I know we don't have to talk about that. It's crap. It's horrible.
I don't want to.
Let's talk about some good stuff. But there's a lot of cool stuff in Texas that I got to see.
So let's
And I got
talk
some
about
cowboy boots.
So let's talk about my Sunday when I had
Let's hear
to
it.
spend the night in a hotel in the same town that I live in. Because
You
and
didn't need adventure out.
yeah, no, absolutely. That's sort of the punchline of the story. Crash absolutely, when I told him of my plight, said, you guys, you know, not you guys, he said, you know, you can come over here if you need to. And I was literally on the highway.
You have to tell of the plight first.
The plight was Crash generously gave me another window unit for my apartment. So now I have two. And then I was trying to run them both at once. And I had a setup that is illegal in 50 states, including ours, to try to get the thing plugged in. And I end up blowing the circuit breaker.
You
Now,
know
I
those
don't-
wires that have the wrapped asbestos around it? Yeah, that's his apartment.
We're working on upgrades to my living arrangement, but
You say
meanwhile,
asbestos?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not literally, but you know, it's the
Oh,
wraps,
okay.
those
I was
wrapped
gonna say,
wires
that
with
would've
two
been something.
prongs, or they just sort of say like one for each room and say, well, good luck. Yeah, that's Todd's bedroom.
the landlord has promised upgrades, and he's offered me the apartment next to mine. It's a little more money, but it's a huge upgrade in living quality. But meanwhile, here I am on my Sunday. I had a very busy Saturday.
Sorry, guys, I have to come right back. I'm sorry, Todd. Go ahead. I've heard this.
Crash has heard most of this anyway, because you know, he's the one that told me to come over this. So I'm sitting there playing Hearthstone, minding my own business, and I blow the circuit. Now the landlord's out of town, and I have no access to the circuit breaker. It's behind a locked door. And I finally get in touch with the landlord, and he's like, well, you know, I can't be there today. And I knew that. So at this point, you know, Crash said I could spend the night at his house, and it's a 45-minute drive and then another 45 minutes in the morning. So I'm literally on 384 on the way to 84 to get to where Crash lives. And I decide, no, I'm going to take a room for the night at a hotel. So I go to the hotel, and it's
What hotel was it, if you don't mind me asking, sir? I'm sorry to interrupt.
I'll get to it. So I go to the hotel, and it's $100 for a king size bed, and they don't have any queen size beds. So I go back out to the car, and I
Sorry.
go onto hotels.com. And I find a room for $69, queen size bed, in the exact same hotel that I am in the parking lot of. So obviously they're saving rooms for hotels.com, which I have no problem with. So I go in to book the room, and then I go out to dinner, and I come back a little bit, you know, about a half an hour before check-in, and it's a different receptionist. And I fall madly in love with the new receptionist. She's obviously way too young for me, but you know, oh my gosh, she just hits all of my buttons. So I hit on her.
Okay.
Now,
Receptionists love that.
I understand.
Holy crap. Somebody behind you, dude.
The picture, yeah, I'm disappointed. The picture doesn't come out. It was Manchester Inn and Suites here in town, the one that's near.
That's where I spent my prom night there.
What was his name?
Her name was Nicole.
Richard.
We had the bathroom.
Really? You were in a hotel and you had the bathroom?
Yeah, so one of my
How
best
sad
friend's
is that?
sisters and her her boyfriend at the time were there, and they paid for the room, and they invited us back to drink. So we had the bathroom.
Classy. Keeping it classy.
That is
It's prom night, bro.
losing
Prom
your
night.
virginity in a bathroom and like
The
that.
car would have been probably a better option. No.
I didn't have a car
Ricky.
back then, Johnson. You know
Oh,
that.
yes.
Ricky,
I know you didn't.
Yeah,
why are you on your tablet if you're at home?
because that's how I do my Zoom meeting because I don't have a webcam. That's why.
Oh, you have
Why do you
the
look-
cameras on your
Why do you
tablet.
look guilty, Ricky?
Now
You look
Crash,
guilty.
now Crash is cut out.
Ricky looks guilty.
So for the audience at home, the point of the story is that's literally the third time I've actually done that in like 30 years. And I figured these guys would know that. I never do that. But part of the journey, I thought, hey, I was put in this place for a reason. All of a sudden, here I am at Manchester Inn and Suites randomly on this Sunday. And here's this young lady. And yes, she was way too young for me. And I understood I had virtually no chance.
No such thing.
No such thing as what?
No such thing as being too young.
Well,
You can't let a
I mean, yes, if she's behind the desk at the Manchester Inn, she's perfectly legal. I'm not saying that she was.
I'm not
well,
saying you can't let a social
is such a thing
construct
as
get in the
too-
way.
No, I understand that, but there is decorum and if it ever turned out that way, the heart wants what the heart wants and everything. But meanwhile, the whole point of the story is that I felt like I was put into that place for that reason, and I was almost grateful for the chance to get out of my box and get out of my shell and do other things, which is what Crash said. And I'd like to continue doing that.
I'm proud of you, by the way, Todd.
You get into
I am
her
proud of
box.
you.
Aha.
Getting a lot of positive feedback at work and from the relatives. Let me put another picture up actually, since we're doing this.
Put the cool one up with the jacket. I like the jacket.
Yeah, but I'm significantly skinnier actually.
It's still a cool picture.
And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, picture. I'll take another one next fall, when it's people keep bouncing in and out. It's the most
Can
amazing.
you guys hear me?
And now we can hear you. We couldn't
Now we can, yeah.
see you.
I have like my camera's not working.
This is what I call high production value, by the way.
I'm getting a new computer next time.
Todd drinking boxed wine or capped wine. Jeez.
So that's the new picture. I mean, you can't see my face, but you guys know what my face is. But the point is, those
Wow.
are
Johnson, what do we say? Everyone likes my body, but no one likes my face.
Wow, I forgot about that. Damascus from Damascus.
Man,
No microphones.
all right. Ricky just sent a message. Zoom room keeps knocking off on his tablet for some reason.
yeah, I saw it. That's why I asked him why he's on his tablet, but I didn't realize he didn't have a webcam.
Oh, it just came through again a minute ago. That's great though, Todd. You look great.
Thank you. But the point of showing this picture is those are 42 waist. I haven't worn a 42 waist since I was in high school, literally. So I'm, very proud and happy of all that. And I intend for it to continue. So, the midlife crisis did have some advantages, guys. I think
Great.
this one's
You're
going to
getting out
take.
there. You're getting out there, man. I remember the last time you became cool, Todd. We
Mhm.
frosted your hair.
Mhm.
This was in like the mid '90s.
When we had the
And
bowling.
It was
the
around,
bowling league,
yeah, it was around 2000. And
and you had that young girl, that like 20-year-old back then.
yeah, she was
You
24.
went on a date with her. And
We did it for a month. That's as close as I've gotten to actual sex in my life. That was my only girlfriend in my adult life.
Finley, shut up.
Johnson gets oh, you were freezing. Never mind. That might be me.
So we're working on that. But meanwhile, it's all about the newfound confidence over
Yeah.
a
Cool.
very brief period of time, like maybe a few days or a week, that all of a sudden I'm like, wow, I'm really doing this. We're really doing this. But we're really doing this in terms of the broadcast. I'm also really doing this in terms of the personal journey. Oh my gosh, we have all these windows. I don't even know what that is. I don't want to know, I think.
Getting frustrated.
Well, we have sound. Maybe we could try playing the game anyway. Do we need,
Ricky's back.
do we
back
really need
again.
to see Crash's face? I know I don't.
I don't. I mean, Ricky and Crash look like twinsies. So if you got one, you've seen one, you've seen them both.
All right, give me 60 seconds and
Dude,
I
we're
heard you
already
only take
struggling to
20.
fill the time.
That's it.
it's fine. I don't need you guys.
That's
You
what
guys
you
do
said.
your thing then. I'll do it myself. Goodbye.
Well, we were gonna do the Sonia, Sonia, I always say Sonia, the Sasha Banks thing and the Sasha Banks and Naomi thing as part of a bonus content after the episode. So we can roll into that now a little bit. Ricky, are you there?
I'm here.
What thing with them? The page thing was pretty good.
So Monday before last.
Can you
during
guys
a-
all hear me?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I should have
Okay.
acknowledged you. Yes, Ricky, I heard you say I'm here. So I started in on the wrestling thing. Monday before last, during a live episode, a live on
Oh.
the air, Naomi and Sasha Banks dropped their tag team titles on Vince McMahon's desk and got their suitcases and walked out of the arena. Before a scheduled 6-pack challenge they were to have against 4 of the other lady wrestlers. And their rationale was they were a tag team champions and they were scheduled to do jobs for the singles champions at the next pay-per-view. And they did not feel that that was befitting their status as the tag team champions. They felt the WWE was burying the ladies tag team championship. And all of their concerns in that regard are valid. What, however, is the controversial part is the part about walking out on an advertised match, and the WWE threw them under the bus in many, many different ways. And they are currently suspended indefinitely. And I read today that there are no future plans for either lady. You also have to take this into account. Naomi is the wife of one of the Uso brothers, who is one of the biggest stars on SmackDown right now. And Sasha had a role on The Mandalorian, albeit it was a small one, but she's rumored to be going to Hollywood. She doesn't need wrestling. Wrestling doesn't need her, apparently. So, Ricky and I had thoughts. I've given some of my thoughts. I think that Naomi got talked to by Sasha and got convinced to do this. I don't think it was a Sasha idea. But we can put a pin,
Mary Belafonte.
we can put a pin into this and revisit it as bonus content at the end of the episode. So that's a good tease for you listeners out there, any of you who are still listening. But why don't we?
I have a good thing about that.
Good.
Yeah, sorry, I kept cutting
Strong
out
opinion.
before on.
It's getting a little warm in here, and I don't want to turn I do have the fan on for the new unit, but I don't want to turn the AC on.
Now that Todd's in shape, he's gonna start stripping.
Yeah,
Please, Todd.
Yep.
Let's
Re-
save that for the other channel.
you got some music, right?
Save that for the other channel.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
WrestleMania
Okay.
t-shirt, by the way.
Okay, yeah, I'm on my PC now because for whatever reason my tablet kept cutting out, so I don't have video. So you just have
Never
to with
look
audio.
better, Ricky.
Thanks.
That's pretty
Face is
fucked up
made
right
for the
there.
radio.
Let's roll into the game. Do we have music for the game? Play the game. Play the
Hey, Mike,
game.
shut up.
Your go, Johnson. You've got the ball.
This game is a 10-question trivia game. It is about everything first. The word first is in every single question. So
Okay.
let's try it out.
Is it in the question or the answer?
Most of them in the question. I'd say all of them are in the question. All of them are in the question. First will come in. Some of these questions are easy and some of these questions are they get a little bit more difficult as you go along.
Will be the judge
But-
of that.
Very well.
Okay.
Now, are we like raising our hand, or is it you write all 10 down? What you think?
No,
they
you
are?
write down. Whoever gets the most points win because it's
Does it have the points? Could it be like Snurdoodles or something?
Oh my God, Todd.
just 1 through 10. Whoever gets the most
How about
questions right
nuggets? Let's use nuggets.
wins.
All right. So what's next?
First
Worst
question. Everyone
game
ready?
ever.
Okay.
What is the name of current first lady?
Oh, okay. You don't answer out loud. though.
Holy shit.
Don't answer out loud. You just write it down.
How much time do you guys need?
I'm already on the next one.
Oh my God, I don't know.
Take your time.
And you can't look it up either, Crash.
Obviously,
I'm giving you 30 seconds to answer the questions.
yeah, wow. I'm usually better than that. Okay.
Question number 2. Who won the first Super Bowl?
Oh, I got that one.
Oh, I'm not sure I have that one. There's a picture of Joe Biden's boobs.
Joe Biden's boobs.
Joe, what his access?
Todd,
That's Joe
you
Biden.
can't. Todd, you can't.
It's too late. You already either answered it.
Yeah, why don't we save it until the end? So you're gonna give people memory like boosts,
Question
and then you might make them
number
better.
3.
Bad
What
Joe.
is the first state?
I got that one too.
I think it's this one. I'm going to be passing through it tomorrow. In interest of full disclosure, I anticipated this subject and preloaded a few pictures, but I did not get to these.
Question number 4. Who was the first person to sail around the world?
You don't know.
I knew who it was. I didn't have
But
to
you
look that
can't.
up.
Okay.
Told you some of these are not very easy. Some of them are easy.
Okay.
Question number 5. The first video on MTV
Nope,
was Video
that one.
Killed the Radio Star. Who sings that song?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
God damn it, I'm tanking on this.
Yeah,
I can't believe I don't know the first lady. That's she's not my first lady. She's not my first lady. I'll
Not
burn
my
your
first
city
lady.
down. Never mind.
Question number 6. In December of 1992, Neil Pathworth sent the first text. What did the 2-word text say?
Hmm.
Yeah, they get harder and harder.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Because they're so easy to begin with.
What's that?
Because they're so easy to begin with.
The clue in December of 1992 is the biggest clue.
Yeah.
Number 7. The first World Series in the modern era, happened in 1903. Who won the first World Series?
I think.
Just get, yeah, I'm just making an educated guess on that one.
Who is that up there? Because you want the first president? Is that it?
Jorge Washington way.
I like I told you, I did anticipate a few.
All right.
Number 8. The first condom commercial in the United States appeared in a TV show on what network in 1991?
Oh.
Bonus point if you get the TV show.
Oh shit. That was all right.
Oh, no, that one. I'm gonna go with that one.
And the show was
Having a lot of trouble finding pictures that actually load onto Zoom. It's much
Please
better.
don't put a picture of a giant sausage, please. In that one.
There, we already have one, Brandon.
Number 9. The first car patent in 1886 was by one of the founding fathers of this car company.
I got it. Did
Still in
you?
existence.
I've seen it.
Can you repeat the question?
First car company to get
The
a
first
patent.
car patent. I didn't say the first car company. The
Did
first
not say
car
the first
patent
The first car patent. Yeah, my bad.
in 1886 was to a founding father of this car company that is still in existence today.
Yeah, I don't think I'm right, but I put something.
I've seen it. Nobody cares.
Question number 10. In 1992, women to play.
You're breaking up really bad.
team.
Can you
What
repeat?
hockey team did she play on?
Wait, what, can you repeat that?
Yeah, you broke up. Sorry.
In 1992, Manon Rioum, that's how her name is pronounced,
Oh,
first
yeah.
woman to play on a professional men's team. What hockey team did she play on?
Oh, good Lord.
Uh,
Couldn't
That
just
was
ask
news
what,
back in my day. I didn't have to look that one up either.
I knew the reference, but I don't know the team.
sure.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
You used exactly 0 of the things that I preloaded into the thing, so thank you for that.
is that Sheldon?
Depends.
Never mind.
I've already written down my answer, by the way.
The only one
mine.
that I didn't know that I told you was the first car patent. Every other one I knew.
That's the one I'm sure about.
Okay.
All right.
Go over the answers. Current First Lady, what is her name? Jill.
Dr. Jill Biden.
Jeb Bush.
Do I get credit for saying Jill Biden and not doctor?
No.
For the love of Jehovah, just
I should get an extra point for utilizing her education.
doctor of what? Impress me.
Doctor of bullshit.
They put who won the first Super Bowl?
The Bears.
Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers.
Oh,
They actually won the-
I,
they won the second Super Bowl too.
Yes, I know.
I knew it was either the Packers or the Bears. I had a 50-50 shot.
Jill
Anybody
Biden has a bachelor's degree in English and a doctoral degree in education from the University of Delaware, as well as the master's degree in education and English from Westchester University and Villanova University. Please go on.
Number 3, what is the first state?
Delaware.
Delaware.
Delaware. State.
Number 4, Magellan.
I put Magellan.
First person to sail around the world is Magellan.
Oh, Leif Erikson.
1514 to 1519.
Wow.
Number 5, I didn't even put anything down.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Go ahead.
First video on MTV Video killed the radio star.
Go ahead,
sung
Crash.
by
Is it-
Boggle.
Ogles, Oogles, something like that.
The Boggles,
Boggles.
yes.
It's
Okay.
I'll give you that one. Yes.
Thank you.
B-U-G. Are we giving him credit for Boggles? Really?
Yes, that's
I don't know about, well,
Well, you say it. How would you say it?
the Boggles. It's not the Boggles, it's the Boggles. It's
Well,
a
shut up. You don't know.
you
he
clear.
put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. That's all. He put the
Boggle.
emphasis on the wrong
Google.
syllable.
I'm pretty sure I got number 6 wrong.
December 1992, the first text message was sent. What did it say?
I said Boggles.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
That's why it's December. I made sure to reference December in there
See,
for that
If
reason.
you were thinking happy holidays, that's 40 years of
December,
wokeness
you know,
later.
It could have been it could have been Happy Hanukkah.
It could not.
Nobody
it's 40
cares
years.
about Hanukkah. Nobody. Not even Jewish people.
Not even Todd.
What team won the first World Series in 1903?
I put the Red Sox.
No, they weren't even called the Red Sox. The Chicago White Sox.
Really?
No, I will give it to him because it was Boston.
It was
Boston, they were the Red Sox 3 years.
Red Stockings.
They became the Red Sox. They were the Boston Americans.
Boston Americans.
That's
I put,
right.
I have to give them the Red Sox for that one because
Yeah, no,
Boston.
absolutely.
Totally. Good job.
The first condom commercial appeared in what show in 1991, or what network, I should say? It was
put
on the Fox
MTV.
network.
No, was it Comedy Central? No.
Nope, Fox Network, and it was a
Friends?
show, Herman's Head.
Okay.
Okay.
My guess
I
was
remember the
MTV.
show. All right. I put
I-
Aeon
MTV
Flux.
Love Line. That's why I put up.
Yeah, I
a
remember
picture of
this
that
stuff
on
because it was a big deal back in my day. In 1992, this is like a lot of this stuff is
Yeah.
stuff that
Actually,
happened.
according to you, it wasn't a very big deal until like 1994.
True that.
And then it became the headliner.
That was about
Right.
that time.
Mine might have
First
been.
car patent in 1886 from the founding founders of one
God.
of this was Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz.
Well, you should let us answer. I had that one. Doesn't matter.
I
now.
have one right there. I have one right there.
But then
And
you
then
should know.
1992, the first Menarium, first woman to play on a professional team. What hockey team should she play for? Was the
But the
Tampa
Penguins.
Bay Lightning.
I'm gonna- The what?
Tampa Bay Lightning.
I for sure thought that would have been like the Canadians.
No,
I put the
I
Penguins for
still remember. See, that's some of the stuff I still remember from school.
Oh.
and
1, 2,
when it
3,
actually
4,
happened.
5.
I got
I got-
5 out of 10.
I got a big 5 here.
I as well got 5.
Well, Johnson,
I
we
got
can't
one.
possibly go out like this. Tell
No,
me you have
we
a
need a-
tiebreaker.
Well, what
Oh
did
my
Ricky get?
Lord.
I got one.
I got a
All
rock.
right. We could rock,
Pretty
paper,
much.
scissors for Ricky's point.
Man, I don't
Finally
have
got
any.
that.
I had an honorable mention, but I didn't keep it. I threw it away. And I, when I was picking the questions.
I would like to run back the, we don't have to do it for long, but we could run back the game. I put Piper back up. We could run back the game I had prepared last week that we skipped.
Sure, we got 10 more minutes-ish.
Yeah, it's not gonna sound great. I still haven't set that part of it up, so we'll have to see. I'm gonna put my mic down by the speaker and see if that helps.
Can't do that.
I'm doing it right now. What do you mean you can't do that?
Can't play audio through a speaker or a mic or whatever. Go ahead.
The audio is already terrible this episode. We have to work on it, but you know,
45 episodes to go to begin.
We keep saying we're going to work on it. Like Ricky needs a computer or something. He needs a microphone.
I got a computer now. I just need
needs a webcam. It's like 50
I need a
bucks.
webcam.
You guys hear me now?
They're like $50, Ricky.
They're not 50. They're like 10. If you really want to just get anything.
Mine was 90, but it's really good. Like I have a.
You're not even
I'm not
using
using
it.
it. I know. I feel like
can't
coming
help you.
outside and having a fine cigar.
You guys
Using my new Colibri set that I got for Christmas with.
testing 1, 2, 3.
It looks like
It's
some shit
awesome.
from the Fifth Element or something.
It's awesome. This is a
No one's here.
this was, and then I got this is my portable cutter. My other cutter is a little different, but
I have
The
no
other
idea what's
color is
going
not
on. Right now.
portable.
and I'm
That's-
also having I
Hear me
don't know
now.
if I'm having some Eagle Reserve or Eagle Rare right now.
It's
Pretty
freaking
good.
apple juice.
We need an 11th question or something, man.
Yeah, we can't. Are you really going to let us go out on a three-way tie,
Yeah, we
Johnson?
can't go on a 3-way tie.
Okay.
All right, here, I got an idea. Who can guess any,
No, Todd, you're in the 3-way tie. You cheat.
so I lose. I should have gotten more
You
than five.
you you nit.
Who can guess any of, besides George Washington, who I already showed, who can guess any of the things I thought Johnson would ask us? I have a list here of 9 more things that I thought Johnson would ask us when I saw the category.
Really?
I had them all preloaded into my thing and you asked exactly 0.
0, huh?
Thanks for that. Yeah.
First president to die in office?
Oh, no, I don't have that one.
Johnson. I don't know.
All right. I'll give you a clue.
First person to die in office I believe was William Henry Harrison.
That means
Ooh, and who was his, who came after? You'll impress me.
Oh man.
I think it was Fillmore.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it was him
maybe.
too.
I'm pretty sure William Henry Harrison was the first person to die in office.
That the guy who was only there for like a month?
Yeah, he was only there for like a couple of months or something like
Yeah.
that. Like they don't even put months; they put how many days he was in there. A
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. I am honestly considering running for political office because this world's so effed up.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna fix it. I'm gonna
Trump's your
fiscally,
uncle.
I'm gonna fiscally fix it. Mark my words. You'll have to, even Todd will vote for me.
William Henry Harrison. Well, you're a Republican, so no. President William Henry Harrison died April 4th, 1841, just 1 month after his inauguration. President Zachary Taylor died at the White House on July 9th, 1850. Now, these are the first two presidents to die at the White House, but I believe it's also, yeah, Harrison was the first president to die in office.
got him.
Yeah, according to whitehouse.gov.
I'm declaring me the winner.
Here's, so here's the theme to the game that we played last week.
That we
The
still didn't get a winner, but yeah, okay.
I win. I knew the
didn't
first
win.
president to die in office.
Johnson said it before you did.
You idiot. He's the freaking narrator of the game. You were in the game as a three-way tie.
And he said it before you did.
I'm gonna make a ruling.
I said it before you even asked the question.
Ricky wins. Lowest
Sure, Ricky
wins.
wins.
I'm gonna make a ruling.
Yay, golf rules.
Nobody wins, including the audience.
So the
So
audience definitely didn't win.
the
All right, let's bring some structure back to this nonsense.
so here's the theme for today's other game.
Yep. Baja Men.
Correct. So we'll go to song number 2.
What do
Oh,
we
I
do?
didn't know we were. Yeah, what do we?
We're
I
playing a
didn't
game.
realize we're. I didn't realize we were playing a game.
Playing Name That Tune right now. As we
Oh,
start.
God.
Oh, the Baja Men who let the dogs out. Would be
Yeah,
fun.
everybody knows.
That was a gimme. Everyone knew that one. The game starts now. Can you guys hear it?
No.
The deaf and dumb Sheltie. Todd, you cannot
God,
play.
your audio sucks.
You can't play audio through a microphone.
Got it. This doesn't work. So audience, I apologize for trying to play through the microphone. I'll work on the technological aspect next time, but I don't know that we
I
have
won't.
time to really do that for now. So we're at 55 minutes. We can start thinking about wrapping up.
What
Rick-
about WrestleMania with we're talking about
Yeah, we're gonna go on to the, that's gonna be sort of a post-show roundup. You guys, Brandon and Crash are perfectly welcome to stay for all of that. Johnson, I believe Johnson and Ricky are here for that talk. I'm gonna
Yep.
I'm gonna say goodbye to the audience. This is the Anything Goes show at the Real Nitzilla, nitzilla@outlook.com for business inquiries. Ricky's at what are you at, Ricky, on Twitch?
Rick Beasto won.
Thank
Rick Beasto one on Twitch.
And
Maybe I'll actually stream sometime.
yep, we're all going to start getting into all sorts of things. It's slow build, but we're getting there, guys.
Unlike everyone saying they're going to work on it, I'm actually getting a computer and I will work on it.
I have a computer.
Yeah, are you working on it?
Yeah. Mine's
you
already
working
set up. Mine's already set. I'm ready to roll. I got mics, I got webcams, I got everything.
Well, where's your production value?
It's out, it's in the house. I'm outside smoking a cigar and drinking some bourbon.
Never mind, you're missing the point. Look up because it went right over your head.
My production value is just fine.
Oh yeah, we're fine.
So for all of us here at the Anything Goes show, thank you for your time. This has been a production of Nitzilla Productions.
Anything goes.
Naomi and what's her name? I'm always want to say
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
so
I think they're overplaying their hand, Todd. I mean, Sasha Banks' cousin is Snoop Dogg, so she's connected.
Stop recording.
what happened?
You guys have to learn. You have to learn how to like go out because you're still recording.
We know this is the overtime. This is the discussion about.
This is your
Oh, we're
time.
still recording it? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
then I'm
recording
the
it, so-
idiot. I'm okay with being the idiot.
I mean,
It's okay. I probably wasn't completely clear on that, but we did say we're going to end the show and then go into the overtime discussion of the wrestling angle, because I didn't know necessarily whether you and Brandon wanted to be around for that, but you're
so I've read about this, by the way. I don't watch wrestling.
I actually,
so I don't know who they are.
Hold on. I have to say goodbye. I have issues I have to take care of upstairs. I really appreciate this, guys, and I look forward to doing this next time. We'll have to set up a date when we're going to do it.
Yep.
So, Crash.
Yeah,
saying goodbye,
absolutely.
guys.
Crash out. Thank you very much, Crash. It was fun.
See you, Crash.
Drop the mic.
Do you crash?
So go ahead, Brandon.
So I actually read about this while I was perusing the news, and I don't watch wrestling anymore. Like once in a while, I'll put it on for 2 seconds. It just doesn't excite me. But I did see this, and I was like, geez. So they have pretty lucrative contracts. They make good money, but they're contractually bound. So the fact that they just left a contract means that there's going to be a dispute. There's generally some sort of a non-compete. There's going to be legal issues for them. I don't think they thought it out. I think they acted on impulse. And I think that they overplayed their hand greatly. Because in the grand scheme of Hollywood, you're going to have the wrestling base. And that can be strong if you're a crossover star like The Rock. Stone Cold Steve Austin made a couple movies. Name other wrestlers that actually made it.
Right. Well, you have to also understand that Naomi is a cousin, married to one of the Uso brothers, who was a
Yeah.
cousin of Roman
Roman
Reigns.
Reigns' cousin.
So how's that going to play out for the family with Vince McMahon? He doesn't like to be challenged.
Exactly. Her
It
real
could be a
name,
problem.
her real name is Trinity Fatu, and Fatu is a very famous name in the wrestling industry.
Samoan, yeah, Samoans.
And
Samoa,
Sasha's about to be Hollywood now. Whether or not she's The Rock remains to be seen. But she
She will not be The Rock.
she has potential outside of wrestling. Everybody,
probably won't even be the Miz.
it's Naomi kind of screwing herself over, and the rumor is that Sasha kind of goaded her into it. So for them to go into it's one thing for them to want to discuss the match. And it's perfectly valid for them to go to the booker, or even I want to bring this to Vince and state their case. And they stated their case eloquently, and the production team thought about it and said, we're going to continue with the way we booked it. And then at that point, they went and got their belts and their suitcases, and then they dropped their belts on Vince's desk, got their suitcases and left the building. That's completely unprofessional, and the WWE threw them under the bus for that. And yes, they shot themselves in the foot, but Sasha doesn't.
Yep.
Sasha will have a career doing whatever she wants to do. It's Naomi that's getting screwed over here, because Naomi, with her connections with the Uso family, could be the biggest lady star in the company. They just don't think she's quite ready to be Charlotte Flair or Ronda Rousey yet.
That's because they saw Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey.
Well, the match is only good as they book it.
So again, though, so you got to look at it like this: if you put her on her own,
Naomi.
how many fans would she have? Naomi, how many fans would she have?
She's starting to get over. She has this whole shtick. Maybe I should.
How much draw power does she have? My point is,
She is
Ronda
starting-
Rousey. Ronda Rousey was an MMA champion. She took over the world. She changed women. I don't like her. I don't even like her at all. But I respect what she did for the game. So she had crossover power. So just like with inmates running the asylum, why does LeBron James get away with it? Because he makes the NBA a lot of money. So if you have a C-level player try that crap, or even a B-level player, they're out. They're going to get bounced.
Well,
They're more trouble than they're worth.
Well, they're starting.
Well, here's the thing about Sasha Banks, if I may. She was apparently supposed to be in WrestleMania before Rousey came in and took her spot.
Okay.
That's what I read. That Sasha Banks was supposed to be in the WrestleMania main event. She was supposed to win the Rumble and go to the WrestleMania main event. And then they're like, no, we're gonna put Rousey in that, who at that point hadn't wrestled in like what, 2 years? Year and a half, 2 years, something like that.
Again,
Because of Brandon's
Bigger draw, though, you know what I mean?
draw power. I mean, look at The Rock. He can come in and he'll get, if The Rock wanted to slot the main shot at WrestleMania, if Brock Lesnar wants the main, if Stone Cold Steve Austin came out of retirement and wanted the main slot at WrestleMania, he would get it. Why? Star power. It's entertainment.
He did come out of retirement and got the main spot at WrestleMania.
He was the main event of Saturday night, and then he had a huge spot on Sunday with Vince McMahon.
Who was?
Stone Cold in the last WrestleMania.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that I would love.
Yeah.
I love Stone Cold.
That happened, stupid.
I didn't know that, but I guess that proves my point that it can happen.
Yeah.
My issue with
It proves
with
the point.
this sort of stuff is like, even piggybacking about what we were talking about earlier, is that you sign to, a company, they hire you basically, and in my company, if I don't do what the person that person who's the boss says, then what happens? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing I don't like is when people get too big for them. They think they're bigger than the industry, and they don't want to do any more what they're told.
The problem is that sometimes
I
in
don't-
the industry you get over, and sometimes it's your job to do the job. That night, it was their job for Naomi to win the 6-pack challenge and go on to do the job at the next pay-per-view. It was Sasha's job to compete in the six-pack challenge, to go on to face a number one contenders match for the other title, and to job to the other champion at the next pay-per-view. And then we can go back to seeing how we'll book your tag team championships. But for now, we need you to do this.
Exactly.
And I'm sure that they were told that the first time they had their objections, and I'm sure they were told, okay, we'll consider your objections, but we've advertised a six-pack challenge and we are not inclined to change the ending tonight. It's too late. We've booked the match. I'm sorry. And for them to walk out is completely unacceptable. And the rumors today
Yeah, I
that I
think
saw
so.
was
That's
that
what
Sasha has been basically pissing off the locker room for months. And, you know, this is basically,
That's the way I feel.
yeah.
Well, she asked for her release back in 2019, so.
Well, presumably her contract has been up and signed since then. I don't know how long of a contract that she signed. Those things can always be renegotiated.
I mean, it's just like anything else though. When you get to a certain level, like if I leave my company now, there are companies that I can't go to for 3 years, no matter how bad they want me.
Oh, they
they're
absolutely have
contractually
non-compete.
bound. Yeah, and they're contractually bound to not talk to me for 3 years.
No, they
And these are very lucrative positions, and I can't go for it.
They absolutely have non-complete clauses, but they're also currently under contract and they're under indefinite suspension. However, that does not say whether or not they're being paid during their indefinite suspension.
They're probably getting sued is what's going to happen. They're going to, if I were Vince and people did this to me and I built this brand, which built them up, and they pulled that shit, I would sue them I'd breach a contract. Again, they're not the creative team. Hi, Abby.
Well, Vince did, Vince and his team did what in the industry they consider even worse, which is throw them under all of the buses, and they buried them early and often on the live television broadcast. They said in no uncertain terms, we have to change the main event for tonight because Sasha and Naomi have left the building. And they threw them under the bus 3 or 4 more times during the live Raw, and then on the next SmackDown. I haven't watched this current episode of Raw yet, so I don't know how many times they threw them under the bus, but I'm sure it's 1+. And the Raw color announcer Corey Graves was saying, "Oh, they're completely he was healing off on them." And
If they're doing this, could be a
he was
scam.
doing it directly with Vince in his ear. Or
Yeah, this is the WWE. They blew up Vince McMahon in the limo. Maybe this is a ploy to get him to not show up, and then they're going to show up at WrestleMania or something.
This could be a work.
not a work, because everybody, of course, at first thought it was a work, but there are several sources that are way inside the organization that swear that it's not a work, including the Raw play-by-play announcer, who is Jimmy something or other.
Yeah, but what if it is a work?
These are all people who work for the WWE.
Work for the company?
Of
And if
course,
he
they're
spoke
going
out
to
about
say it's not a
Yeah.
work.
If he spoke out about it, Vince would. They can't say the word champion. They can't say the word wrestling. They can't say the word by God anymore. Like, there's a list of rules that they can't say. They can't say things freely. They have
championship. Yeah. But this Jimmy guy, he went on a podcast and said, look, if it were a shoot, if it were a work, I wouldn't say anything. It's not a work. So I'm telling you, it's not a work. If it were a work, I wouldn't even answer the question. I would just, I wouldn't lie to you. So I believe him. Now, maybe I'm naive. I don't know. Jimmy Smith, I think it is, but I believe him. Maybe I'm naive.
I mean, you're definitely naive because you still watch wrestling, but
I watch it for different reasons than you think. I'm interested in wrestling, by the way. I don't know if I've mentioned that I started a wrestling promotion.
I did not know that. And wrestling in the old days was fun.
Well, we can make.
I know you're going back through. It's just, you know what it is. It's not enjoyable anymore. They've taken out the edginess of it. It sucks.
I enjoy a lot of the aspects of what they're doing. I like what they're doing with certain characters. There's certain parts that are extraordinarily boring, and I'm doing a crossword puzzle, or I'm flipping through my phone and what have you. And I'm usually enjoying a different adult substance during wrestling that makes it more.
The last time I actually liked wrestling was when The Fiend was on. I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. I like the angle they were taking, but like they don't have like the big Valboski anymore. They don't have IRS or Renard Shyster. They don't have the Undertaker hasn't been the Undertaker, like the real like scary big guy in forever. There's no Kane. There's no now that guy that AJ Styles is with. That guy's a monster. But I don't know how talented he is. He's just an absolute machine. That guy. He's like he looks like
Too
he's 8
bad
feet
he
tall.
can't wrestle or cut a pro.
AJ Styles can't cut a promo?
No, not
No, the
AJ
guy he's
Styles.
with, The monstrous
Almost.
black guy, the monstrous guy.
Oh, Omos.
He's like, yeah,
Well-
whatever his name is. I wouldn't say I'm a brave guy, and I'd be like, yes, sir. What can I do for you, sir? He looks gigantic.
Yes, he's
That
huge,
guy's
but
a
he
beast. He's a
can't.
monster.
He's
He
an
can't
absolute
wrestle
monster.
and he can't talk. He
Yeah,
talks
that's
like
a problem. He's a giant. What do you expect a
He
giant
gets
to look
tired
like?
after like 2 minutes in the ring. He's just sweating profusely. It's
He's
like
probably 500 pounds.
Well, guess,
Think of it. He's huge.
but guess how you get
Big Show
better?
could go in the ring for like 10 for 10 to 15 minutes easily.
If you were, he's like 8 feet tall. Listen, your body changes once you get that big. You have health issues. Like you're not built to be that big. It's terrifying.
But guess how
you
you
get
get
more
better at it?
you get older.
Guess
It
how you
doesn't
get
get better.
better at a thing though.
You work at it.
Work at it. And you
The
do it. He's
well,
taking
the problem with
proper
him
lessons, he's doing the thing.
And he's naturally just a machine. I mean,
Well,
there's
he's
not
never
many
gonna
people that
wrestle
are
a 30-minute Iron Man match with Shawn Michaels, but I'm sure they'll
No.
get him to a point where he can get over. He can do a 12-minute match to Roman Reigns and make him look like a threat to win the championship, and then Reigns can come out with a low blow or something and get the pin. You know, they can get him.
They need an indestructible champion again. They need a Yokozuna.
Well, they're using
They
Reigns as an
need-
indestructible champion. They're really pushing Reigns as the fourth longest reigning champion in history. And they're going over and over and over every episode. Number 3, number 2, number 1. Number 1 is Bruno, by the way. Number 2 is Hulk Hogan.
Never gonna pass him.
He's not
Bruno
gonna
was like 25 years or something, right?
no, it's not 25 years, like 8 years, but he's not going to pass. Bruno.
Ridiculous.
But I think that they are gearing up to have him pass Hogan, knock Hogan down on the list, knock him
Well,
down.
they want to knock him out of the list. They
Gonna
Yeah,
pass Bob Backlund. I thought Bob Backlund was longer than Hogan.
I'll look it up. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
So I mean, they need. But the thing is, Roman Reigns is not indestructible. Like you've seen him lose before. They need like you had Goldberg, who's indestructible. Not even a great wrestler, but they beefed him up. You had
Those guys.
they're too. That's what I'm saying. So they need in my opinion, a guy. And I say a guy because they're not going to put like a Ronda Rousey against the guy. She'd get destroyed. But they need like I'm trying to think of just a brute force. Remember Tatanka? People
Yes.
couldn't beat Tatanka. He had like a 50-match unbeaten streak.
He had like a
And-
2-year unbeaten streak.
It was crazy. And they're like, oh,
And
then he never
then
won
he-
a title.
But he never
Yeah,
won
but
the
then he didn't
title.
fight really anyone. He didn't really wrestle anyone good during this streak.
Doesn't matter. You got it's
It
Goldberg.
was
He
gonna-
beat like me.
Yeah, but like Goldberg had a a 250 match winning streak, and most of that was against
Wow.
jobbers.
Yeah, Bob Backlund is 2,135 days. That's amazing.
No, he was longer than Hogan.
Yeah,
We smart today.
Backlund is longer than Hogan. Backlund's only it's 5 years, and San Martino was slightly less than 8 years. Hogan was around 4 years. Reigns has had the championship since August 30th, 2020. So he would have to go until the end of 2025 to pass Hogan.
Yeah, I don't see that
That's not going to happen.
No.
People have
I'll
shorter
look at the
attention
math, I'm
spans
not sure.
nowadays.
I hope
because-
not.
Because
I
all
mean, I am a biggest Roman Reigns fan, but you know,
He's great. He's super talented. He's got the look. He's got the muscles. He's got the talent. He can cut a promo. He is every bit as good as they say he is. But is he this unbeatable force?
yeah, they're booking him right now as an unbeatable.
He's
force.
awesome.
Throwing, you
He
know,
had thinking,
they had
you
him
know,
go
he's
over
great.
Lesnar, they had him go over Goldberg, they have him go over everyone. They have him go over everyone they got. I'm sure they'll make almost
yeah, they had him go over the Undertaker at WrestleMania, which is a big deal.
that is a big deal. I have
it's a huge deal. But
have-
but they need like remember Yoko, like just think of like when Lex Luger came out.
It's
and he was
funny
just
that you mentioned Tatanka though, because as I told you, watching Tatanka's in the in the timeline that I'm in now, and I find it incredibly offensive. And I'm not a guy that gets offended easily. And I was a fan of Cheap J Strongbow, but by 1992, I'm like, what are we doing here with this, with the
He
dancing?
was he was an Indian. I mean, he was
Yeah, they
doing
did
the
the
Indian.
full-
He was an American
full
Indian.
Native, they did but it's fine to have a Native American wrestler, but they did the full Native American shtick. And by
He
19,
was literally an actual Native American.
right, which is fine, but the dancing,
What's offensive? What do we sterilize everything?
well, it was
I mean,
because of the way it was booked. It was over the top. It was meant to be offensive. It wasn't meant to be respectful.
I disagree. I thought it was great. I mean, when I was a kid, I was like, this guy's awesome.
Yeah, I did too.
I
I
did
mean,
in
he's actual
1992.
Native. If he's actually Native American, then I
He's Native
do not
American.
see any offense in
I-
your
Nikolai
culture or
Roloff
anything
was,
like that. Representing that. But if he wasn't, then it's a little bit over the top.
Chris Chavis, born June 8, 1961, blah, blah. He is part of the Lumbee tribe. He is best known for his work with the World Wrestling Federation under the name Tatanka. So
He was a little bit legitimate Indian.
yeah, he
Yes.
was a Native-
I mean, that's like
Represent. I
saying
like that.
if I mean, at that point, you got to look at it like this. Are
Yeah.
you offended if you go to a Mexican restaurant and there's a mariachi band?
I would
No.
say that
Should we whitewash, blackwash, or whatever you want to call it then? No, you have cultures. Cultures can be used. It's an interesting introduction to people who would have never seen the Indian culture necessarily, the American Indian culture.
I have
It's
to
the
agree.
same thing with like the Great Khali. Were you offended because the Great Khali that other monster dude, the Punjabi guy, the guy's like the scariest looking dude ever. Jinder Mahal.
Yep.
No,
No,
look
no,
at
no,
the
Veer
modern
Mahan.
day whatever the modern day Maharaja guy.
Oh, that's
are you-
Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, that guy's terrifying looking. I'm like, are you offended because he wears a turban, or should we force him to wear a business suit to the ring because you can't possibly represent another culture? These people are proud of their cultures. They're not getting I don't see what's offensive about it.
I wouldn't say I was offended as much as I found it problematic. I thought it was over the top for 1992, and I will say
It's wrestling.
absolutely that in 1992 I was entertained by it. I'm not denying that.
It's wrestling though. It's got to be over the top. It's got to be over the top. If it's not over the look, Stone Cold Steve Austin breaking beers all over. I mean, like, who does that aside from Mike Johnson? Who does that? That guy's an animal. That guy's huge. That's a big boy.
Are they even booking him these days? I don't even know what he's doing.
I haven't watched him forever, but I was like, this guy's cool.
Well,
He had like two little mini guys with him, and like he just walks through like this. Scary.
maybe we'll book him for our territory when we get it started.
I will if we can get somebody really good, I will front some cash toward it and I will become the bigger investor once I feel we're at that level.
Well, we have interest in friend, mutual friend of ours who's done bodyguard work for the wrestlers, and I'm already dialoguing with Brothers, and we're gonna have him on here at some point.
Brothers is great.
Yeah, I
Brothers
had
would be great when he has access to everybody.
That was my,
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
that was.
But I would invest actual money in this if we can get somebody really big that I feel get a good punch, and we're
Yeah.
at that level. I will commit to that. And
After I get
put the
home
money.
from my trip, we're gonna start dialoguing with Brothers and see if we can put a meeting together between you and him, see who we can get. We've also talked about doing some remote videos with some other, things that he has going on that are not wrestling related. I'm very much interested in a partnership. And the Wrestling Federation that I'm talking about right now is a figment in my imagination, but I figured while I'm running a half-assed production company and a cut rate.
This is quarter ass right now, by the way. We're not at half ass yet. We're working our way up there.
fair enough.
Todd, we'll get there.
But
We'll get there.
I figured while I'm barely doing any of those other things, I might as well barely.
Might be an eighth of an ass. But Todd, we're gonna become a full ass soon.
I don't know. I think watching Ricky play face to the mat is a little bit more.
Oh, no. We are absolutely doing live face to the mat. That's the whole plan. I'm trying to get the.
Oh my
God,
goodness.
no.
That was the
best.
most
Fucking-
entertaining, just watching him sit in the corner and eating his Cheetos.
But you have to understand, Johnson, you're talking to a man who also put many, many hours into face to the mat. I love The first one to admit it.
Oh man, that was some of the best times.
Shout out Keith
Um,
Avalon.
Would you like to play Merchant of Venus one day soon?
Sure, I don't think I own it. I'm not sure I
Um,
own it anymore.
Does Carl own it?
It might be at Crash's house. I brought a bunch of games over there. I'll have to look for it.
Always a fun. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite experiences as a kid was playing Merchant of Venus with you. By the way,
I would have liked there to be an online version. It's a very fiddly game. There's a lot of little pieces, and I think I may have lost.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure the game's out of print too. And the copy that I have would be worth something if it weren't for the fact that it is missing. It's not missing a ton of pieces, but it is missing one or two. But that was a very fun game. It had a very interesting mechanics. Very, strange for its time, the way they decided to work out the space exploration system. So for those of you listening for the wrestling talk, I think we've exhausted that. I'm going to try to see if I can get a picture of, oh, there's a second edition Merchant of Venus, actually. I'm going to see if I can get an image up there real quick.
This was a fun game.
This,
Gaming, by the way, gaming saved me. I gotta say, gaming saved me from a life in the streets. I'm pretty sure Johnson's the same way with that.
tell us more.
Right? It took us out of a really so Johnson lived with my mom and I, because we didn't have much. Johnson didn't have much growing up. We worked for everything we had, but we didn't live in nice areas whatsoever. Pretty safe to say, Johnson. And but we had each other. We had each other. And then I think that if I would have never, so I own Mikey Brothers actually. All the shady stuff Shady Brothers does.
PlayStation.
Yeah, all the shady stuff he does. But he introduced me to Magic, which got me at the grid, which got me around intellectuals. I mean, if I hadn't done that stuff and gotten kicked in the ass from adults who actually cared, shit, I don't know. I look at the people we grew up with, and they've done absolutely nothing with their lives. I'm like, I would have never went to Bryant University. I would have never went to Cornell University. I would never become a CFP. I would have never been nearly as educated. I learned how to trade. I learned all these great life skills that I would have never learned otherwise. So, even, I mean, there's some down parts to it, Todd, but yeah, no, absolutely. So I really, really, really think that
I don't know. I'm having trouble figuring this out.
It made me a better person. Made me a broker person as of the last 3 months, but my wife finally goes the other day. So I said, oh man, my check's not as big as I thought it was going to be. Still decent size, but I was like, man, oof. And she goes, well, you should have plenty of money. I said, well, I do, but like, it's not hurting for money. But I was like, I got to pay some bills. She was like, how much did you spend on cards? And I was like,
this is what comes up, by the way, when you,
whoa, yeah, merchant. That's the merchant right there. You can buy that one for $1.
so I couldn't for some reason get the board game up, but I found this, so I think this is better anyway.
I think that's okay. I'll accept it.
Let's talk about the cards, because I didn't really give you my take on that. I don't know. I was holding back. I think it's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. The classic, whatever you call it.
Really?
Mhm.
Do me a favor.
Mhm.
If you could pull up, go to TCG Player.
Yeah, I understand the prices and all that, but I
Yeah.
just don't find it an interesting format. And it's
The format, it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. It is. It's
so I'm
there
gonna
are,
share the screen and you can walk me through what you want me to look up.
yeah, this would be from an investment standpoint. So anything that's got scarcity to it, and that's getting rarer and rarer and rarer. So like, look up Collector's Edition Black Lotus. Right, and you'll see there. Okay, so I have CE. So the upper left corner. Yes.
Jesus.
So go ahead and click on Collector's Edition. The top left one. $5,750.
Right.
Okay. I bought mine less than 3 months ago for $5,000.
Good. I'm glad.
Okay. The stock markets have dropped 15%, 13%, and I have made $750 on a $5,000 investment.
That doesn't change
That
the fact that I'm convinced that this format was invented by somebody that had a bunch of collector's edition cards and said, how can I make money off of these? They're
no,
not.
so So that's where I think Alpha 40 comes in. They have a thing called Alpha 40 where it's 40 card decks. Of course it is, right? But again, it's scarcity. It's scarcity. There were only 9,000 ever printed in 1993. Right. And this followings, we just had a 160 person tournament with a waiting list of over 500 that would have to travel in. Like there's a big following across the globe. You got to stop thinking US. And there's multiple old school clubs. I mean, it's amazing. And you could buy these things. So like I can invest $500 or $600 in a card, which I get to touch, play with, have fun with, enjoy the beauty of it. It's art. And if I ever want to sell it, I can sell it for more tomorrow than I paid for it today.
Now, are people playing the mono brown deck now?
Yeah, so those are alters. So a lot of people get alters. So what they do when they get really shitty conditions is they'll pay in a nice artist and actually if you could look up AS alters. This guy does some phenomenal work. And you'll see what they do. So they'll take really ugly, beat up Power 9 and stuff, and they'll paint over them like these are. So these are probably very poor condition. And then they alter them into these works of art that are phenomenal. I mean, they're gorgeous.
I'm going to share my screen and then I'm going to go back. I'll share my screen first and then I'll go back and try to look for the video.
Yeah. So this guy does like, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So look how pretty that is. That's a real playable card. You could play that in tournaments. Right. Scroll down. This guy does phenomenal. That's a Triskelion.
One of my all-time favorite cards.
Like it's amazing. It's played all the time. Pestilence.
Yep.
Like how cool is that to play with those? So he does different themes for people.
Yep.
And you'll see this guy he plays with us actually. I haven't met him yet. I might have met him actually at LobsterCon. But I mean, this guy, if I want to pay him to do a card, he'll do it. He'll do anything you need. And he does artwork too. So like, check that out. Holy crap, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you get to do things that are absolutely insane, right? So you scroll down and eventually he's going to have a tattoo he did. Look at this. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty badass actually.
And then you got Guardian Beast at the bottom. Look at the Guardian Beast.
Yep. Yeah, I see it. That's
I mean, like that is a
very
tattoo.
bottom for the folks looking at home that have never seen a Guardian Beast. Okay, there's only
amazing.
The peeling of the bandage I can take though.
Like Sylvan Library. Look at that.
Very pretty.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, okay.
Beautiful. Let's get it.
You've convinced me. I'm in.
So you can do these, and you can now those altars aren't cheap. I have one for you. Did I share the Sarah Angel with you guys?
No.
All right, I'm gonna send this to Nadzilla. This is it's grossly inappropriate, but a guy played this.
We're doing inappropriate on the Anything Goes show, so don't worry about it.
Well, we'll pull it up on Nadzilla.
All right. So where did you send it?
To Nadzilla Productions.
Okay.
I don't know who did this altar. It's phenomenal. Like it's amazing.
I clicked on it. It's running slow for some reason. Here it goes.
Guy played with that.
Sorry.
Got some flash.
Well, I'm not even sharing the screen, guy. What's so funny?
He's in Nadzilla. I mean, that's an actual card that a guy got made.
Yeah. Thanks for sending that, by the way. I'll be saving that to my pictures folder.
Yep, I figured.
His spank bang.
His spank bank. Yeah, but like that's amazing art, right? So the fact that they do these, and I have friends who have Moxes, Lotus, all these other ones, and they were beat, and then he remakes them beautiful again. So you take cards that are just beat to hell, and then you make them gorgeous. And it's really a work of art, and you can play them in tournaments. And this format, so I can go on Discord right now and get a game, and I'm going to in a little bit. I'm going to get a game tonight. And it's phenomenal. You play with people. I play with this guy in Moscow. I play with people in Uruguay. I play with people in Europe. It's awesome.
Well, our sound is degrading, and this is the first hour and a half episode we've done, so I think we can call it here. I really appreciate this, guys, and it was a good talk. Going forward, audience, we're going to have a bit more of a discussion about the things we would like to discuss, so I can preload the pictures, because preloading the pictures is way quicker and more efficient than hunting for the pictures and trying to figure out how to upload them to Zoom, not always having the correct picture type and then needing to change the name so you can find it. And I've been doing all of that for the past hour and I am tired. And I have an early morning for my trip tomorrow, so we're going to call it here. I
Where are you
really-
going, Todd?
I'm going to
Never
visit some
said-
relatives in Maryland for a couple of days. 'Cause
Oh,
we-
nice.
weekend. I'm coming back on Sunday. So
Cool.
our job, I had scheduled a half a day anyway, but our employer generously is giving us a half a day and then the rest of the day off with pay tomorrow. So I'll be able to get a jump on the driving and be down there by late afternoon. So I enjoyed the overtime though. We'll have to continue that. And we'll have to come up with other, or we can just make it the wrestling overtime and have, have more of a plan about exactly what we want to discuss.
Yeah.
Anything goes, Todd.
So, but, thank you very much, guys. I enjoyed it. And thank you again to the audience for watching us. And I'd like to give a shout out to my friend Zeta. I'm not going to play any of the songs for now, but they were nice enough to give us the permission to play them. And I think they should have an acknowledgement every episode. So for all of us here, once again, at the Anything Goes show, thank you for your time. All right.